In the world of trading card games, there are three big contenders. The three biggest trading card games in the world are Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering. And plenty of people have wanted to get into these series, but some of them seem kind of intimidating at first. Today, I'm here to show you my favorite of the three, that being Yu-Gi-Oh. And I'm going to show you how to play the game just in a normal, everyday match. So to start, you'll need two 40-card decks, about that thick, and you'll probably want to have like a coin. Down here, I have like a couple of dual mats. They don't really matter. If you don't have them, it's not a big deal. So, to start off, we'll look at one of the cards to make it clear as to how they work. So this card is a Dark Magician card, and down here you'll see its attack points. It says 2,500. Defense points is 2,100. That is its level. Each little star orb represents a level. So this is a level 7 card with 2,500 attack and 2,100 defense. This will be important soon. So, to start a game, you take your cards on each side, both the opponent and the opposer, if that's what you want to call it, because that is how you can do it. Start by shuffling their decks. You don't want to shotgun shuffle them like most playing cards because that'll damage the cards, and that just makes the cards very sad. It's kind of a cruel thing to do. So I have my deck well shuffled. I'll shuffle the opposing deck as well. Alright, now, to start a game, each player would start by drawing 5 cards. So, here are my 5 cards. Normally you wouldn't reveal it to the other player, but in this case, I'm going to reveal it just because it's not that big of a deal. This is just a tutorial. And then, here are my opponent's 5 cards. So, to start with, I will flip a coin to determine who goes first. Okay, heads, I'm just gonna say it's me. So, since I'm the first player, I can't attack because that would just be a pot shot, and I cannot draw another card because that would be unfair as well. Each opponent starts with 8,000 life points, and the game ends whenever those life points either hit 0 or the opponent can no longer draw any more cards. So to start with, I can play 1 monster per turn in attack or defense position. If it's defense position, I set it horizontally and downward so my opponent can't see it. But I'll set it in attack position, which is just straight up. This card is a 1-star card, so I can summon it normally. It has 300 attack, 200 defense. And then I will use this spell, or this trap card. This trap card cannot be played right now, but I can set it later. My opponent doesn't know what it does, and it can be triggered by one of my opponent's actions. This is a spell card. I could either set it down for later use, or I could trigger it now if I wanted to. So say I want to trigger this spell card, I would just set it down, and it says the equipped monster gains 500 attack for each spell or trap you control. Well, I control that card along with this one, but this card does not count. So it'll add 500 attack to my monster, so it has 800 attack. And whenever I'm done, since I can't attack, this would be the end of my turn. Now say my opponent wishes to summon a monster right here. This monster has 1,800 attack. My apologies. And it is a 4-star monster, so they can summon that normally, and they can place this trap for me to trigger later. Now, since it's the second turn and onward, my opponent can attack me. So say he wants to attack me with this monster. What he would do is he would attack this monster, which with this card has 800 attack. This monster has 1,800 attack. So what he would do is, since my monster's in attack position, he would kill my monster, I would set it inside of the graveyard, and since his attack is 800 higher, or sorry, 1,000 higher than mine, I would take 1,000 life points, so I now have 7,000 life points. And this is normally how a game would go. You just go back and forth between this kind of battle, using abilities, monsters, traps, spells, etc. in order to defeat your opponent. The only real other big part of the game that I have to talk about is high-level monsters. This monster is level 8, and since it is level 8, it would need a tribute, which is essentially a sacrifice of another monster. Any level 5 or higher monster would need 1 tribute, for 5 or 6, they would need 1 tribute. But a level 7 or higher monster requires 2 tributes. Right now he couldn't do it, but say he had another monster already here. He can sacrifice these 2 monsters to summon the blue-eyed white dragon, and then it's in his field. Other than that, there aren't many rules to it. It's not very complicated once you get down to it. And I hope that you'll have fun dueling, just like how I always have. And remember, the heart of the cards is with you.